Oh, now you can hear my chair creaking probably in HD.
Yeah, baby. I mean, I can do it too.
Oh, did not hear that.
You did not hear that. Wow.
I didn't actually.
I did it too, so that means neither of us got picked up.
Oh, wow.
Wait. Let me lean. Oh, that was kind of a quiet one.
I did hear it.
I can hear that. It's not a disturbance. That's not like what we're worried about when we're getting, a really hard cardioid microphone.
Oh, how about that?
There you go.
There we go.
That's a little too much like a fart.
I was about to say, it almost sounded like we were trying to can you guys hear me fart during this episode?
I swear it's absolutely not a fart. That's why it's funny.
Mm-hmm. Tell the listeners at home that.
Everyone's like, Rhett, you sound good despite the fact that you just
keep farting. I didn't know that was a problem.
I mean, that's another problem, but...
A new year dawns, and the world's favorite podcast rises from its month-long slumber. Welcome to 2026, and welcome to Sockscast episode 180. There's only 19 more of these until 200. We're gonna get pretty close to that this year. The 2027 is gonna be the year of episode 200. A lot of time to plan around and get it marked on your calendar where you want to be when we broadcast live once again and do a 12-hour marathon of podcasting.
Fucking nuts.
It's going to be cray. It's going to be so cray.
I don't think it's going to be 12 hours, Paul. I don't think I have the constitution for that. For that anymore.
We will literally die after 2. I think that's anything that we've learned is no, we just wither, shrivel up, and die after we do about 2 hours of this stuff, and that's good enough. But how's everybody out there in internet land doing? I hope the holidays treated you well if you're into that whole thing. And we are back once again on our grind after finally recovering from what I can only call our absolute best game of the year showing to date. And
I agree. It was so good. I really enjoyed that recording, and I feel like I really came together in a nice way.
Yeah. And the feedback we've received, when those episodes were going and when people were live, posting their experience with the episodes and talking about everything. It was an amazing, I don't ever want to kind of make it one versus the other or anything's better, but I'm sorry, this is the show to beat, y'all. You got a lot of work to do. You got 12 months to shape it up into another real big one, okay? So how y'all doing though? How's the break treated you? How y'all? I know maybe for Rhete that might not be the best question.
Me laughing. What break? What holidays?
What holiday?
I told this to John the other day. I went, so when's Christmas again? Just in my head, and 2 seconds later, I went, oh Jesus Christ!
Oh my God!
November.
Out as far away as it can get.
Why did I think it was November? Oh my God! January 8th, and I'm just when's Christmas?
When's Christmas?
Next week?
No, it's got to be.
Pats on the head.
Yeah, there you go. Pats on the head and hugs for Rhete. John, how'd the holidays treat you?
I'm feeling pretty rested and good. I'm feeling motivated. I did work on my RPG Maker game that I want to finish. After on and off working on tweaking it for fucking years. Never gonna make anything this big again. Stupid. Don't make big things.
Don't make big video games. Yeah, I got. Go ahead.
But my strat was I'm going to finish all of my other extant projects to procrastinate working on the big one. Mm-hmm. And now I've succeeded.
You're out of extant projects.
The 2 big ones. So I'm going to finish the big, and the only other big one is even bigger. So not a bigger game, but more work left. So I'm like, all right, let's get it done.
Let's just do it.
I did that. I jumped back into Japanese study, and I relearned hiragana. That came really quick. I learned that in college.
Your pronunciation of that was terrible, but I'll give it to you.
I didn't say hiragana.
It's hiragana. You emphasized the wrong syllable, John. You said hiragana. Hiragana. That's how you said it. You sounded like it sounded like Stroganoff when you said it.
Okay. So are you sure it's hiragana?
Hiragana.
okay, well, fuck. My wife made fun of me for saying hiragana and told me it's hiragana.
Okay, that one's
so my wife's wrong.
No, hiragana is wrong. Hiragana is wrong. I'm sorry.
Sorry, my love.
Don't want to call Cecile out right on a podcast, but my vast knowledge, hiragana. There you go.
I that's what I was saying before, and then I corrected it. Like, ooh,
hiragana. No. That's about like how on top. It's kind of like how the Persona 5 English voice actors say On's last name is Tamaki, and it's like, no, it's Tamaki. And they just gotta put emphasis on the wrong syllable. It's just kind of. Right. It's fine, John. Nobody's gonna make fun of you for this. It's fine.
This is the ongoing journey.
You'll get there.
But I picked up my old textbook. I want to do it. This year I want to start making progress on that again. So
yeah,
I've got the New Year's motivation spike. I'm spending it nicely. I think.
Nice. I spent work. I spent time over the vacation kind of getting together a new game myself.
Fuck yeah.
Hoping to get it. Like, it started as one thing, as all of my projects typically do now these days. Is that, it's just going to be this cute little 10-stage speedrun thing. And then suddenly, like just this past week, okay, now I'm making intro cutscenes and ending cutscenes and making a final boss. It's like, okay, it stopped being the silly little thing, and now it's a little bigger thing, but not overscoped. I know what my scope is. I know what I want to do with it. So yeah,
good.
Did that. Got a lot of rest. Just kind of chilled out a lot. So yeah, it's good stuff.
I did a lot of relaxing. It was really
really
nice.
Man, I needed it. Yeah,
but planning a wedding's fucking hard.
Yeah, that's not something I like. As somebody who's helped a number of friends do that, it's just like, even just kind of helping is very exhausting. So it's just like being the one at the center of it and having to do the getting married thing. That's so much work. That's so much money. That's so much.
We scoped it down as best as we could, but it was still a wedding. So that's at the end of the day.
Sure.
But this new year, new me feels good.
All right. So, to my immediate virtual right, I'm going to take all 16 inches of this pizza to his house and share it with him. Get it out of here.
I've had too much pizza this week.
You freaking pervos. Rhett, there's never such a thing as too much pizza. I got pizza twice this week, and I think I do kind of regret it. Oh, no. How many?
4.
Jesus Christ!
Brad, you don't want to have pizza 4 times in a week.
Pizza for
I took that resolution of eating vegetables every day and said, what if instead?
Maybe do, pizza bagels, because, like pizza, like pizza bites or whatever. When pizza's on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime.
Then I'd be eating like 200.
Yeah, they only come in boxes of 40. Don't ask me how I know that intimately.
Red vegetables are really good. You should eat vegetables.
Yeah, vegetables are pretty solid. Like
I think that's my motto for this whole year. I'm trying.
I like it. Like Rhett's goal for the new year is just the end of Halo Reach. Survived.
The Rhett. Get a bunch of frozen like broccoli or green beans or whatnot. Throw them in the microwave. Get pre-minced garlic in the have that in the fridge, and then just slab of butter, pre-minced garlic, salt and pepper, maybe some other spices, and it's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's real good.
I do this, and then it takes like 2 minutes.
You're literally just making some buttered garlic and slathering it on top of some vegetables, man. It's real good.
Oh, okay.
Just microwave a bag of frozen broccoli, steaming bag broccoli. You buy them at the store for like $1 a bag.
Yeah, I have those.
Yeah, man.
And then just butter and garlic. If you put butter and garlic on them and then some spices, it's such an easy meal.
Easy. Okay. Very filling.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
That's Cook 2026.
There you go.
Cook more at home. Cook more. Cooking's great.
Cooking is fun. I like it.
Are we making a slogan year like the McElroys?
Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, just like the McElroys. That's what our podcast is always compared to.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
3 people who are only doing it because this is our business now and we're stuck together. To my immediate virtual left, you have got to be kidding me. It's John.
That's me.
It is you.
I'm in good spirits.
You're very good spirits today. I can tell. Got that. You got some pep in your step.
Got that coffee energy.
Got
too.
that coffee going. Like
the regular coffee cafe date before the podcasts has been treating me well.
Like the Bard and Wander song. Take that sip of coffee, just bouncing off the walls for 7 hours. It's good stuff.
What about that joke?
It's a real good visual. But I only remembered it because I remember like Toad streamed it recently, and I was like, oh man, I love Wander song so much.
It's a good game.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. So, John, since you seem to be the one that has the most pep in your step and the most spirit coming into the new year, why don't you lead the charge and get us going? What you been up to?
I love arcade games.
They are so fun.
We did it's 2 years in a row now, around New Year's. Last year we did it on New Year's Eve, which was great.
Oh, yeah, that's a good way to spend New Year's Eve.
But we went to Gallop and Ghost Arcade.
Oh.
Largest arcade in the country. 800 plus machines. And we went there at like 2 p.m. or like 1 p.m. and then stayed until like 11 p.m.
Oh, man, yeah. That easy play. Like, I would lose so much time there.
Last year we rang in the new year. It was great. So this is... it's heaven. So both Cecile and I have been on arcade benders. So my deal is like, I'm a challenge run nut. I have gotten a number of arcade 1cc's. My first was Gradius.
Yeah.
And since then, but Cecile's deal is that she goes wide. She watches Lord BBH constantly. She knows all sorts of minutia that I don't. I've drilled down on a handful of games really closely. She is broadly familiar with like the whole spectrum of arcade history. So I've been learning from her, and she's been learning from me. Ooh. So we both started Fantasy Zone around the same time before the holidays. I polished it off pretty quick. I save state practiced, and got the clear in a handful of sittings, and moved on to some other shmups. She started playing it and then kind of jumped around with some other games for a while. And then in the last like week and a half or 2 weeks, she just drilled down, dropped a save state before each level, drilled the bosses, and she finally got her very first arcade 1cc.
Yes!
I'm so proud of her. We also, at our Galloping, part of the impetus here was that at Galloping Ghost, we realized there's 3 records. The top 3 scores that are observed at Galloping Ghost are displayed above the machine. And all 3 of them are from 2017. And the top 2 are just like not even 2 walls. They go to like a little bit into the second loop. And the number 3 isn't even a 1cc.
Oh,
it's like 200,000
shit.
points.
You could immortalize yourselves.
So we're going to go again in a week or so and try to like lock down the machine, trade every half hour or so, and just go, each of us try to get a 1cc on hardware, because I've never done that. I've never gotten no 1cc on hardware.
Yeah.
She has continued practicing, so we're both going to gun for that number 3 spot.
Give me that number 3 spot. I'm aiming for that bronze, baby.
So it's a very friendly rivalry going on right now.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm pretty jazzed. We're Fantasy Zone rules. That's my first
Fantasy
segment.
Zone is fun. Yeah, I like that game a lot. It's really fun.
I have an issue with Fantasy Zone.
Uh-oh.
What possible issue could you have with Fantasy Zone, Rhete?
It is a Euro shmup because of shop.
Okay. Okay. Give you that. I'm giving you that.
When I play it, I never want to buy anything, and then I die.
Yeah,
Rhete, that doesn't work.
Like the shop is integrated into the play style in a way that it doesn't feel Euro jank, though, is the thing. Despite the fact that there is a shop, and like a lot of those early like Capcom arcade games have shops in them, like Forgotten Worlds and stuff.
I think Ordyne has one. That's Namco.
Yep. So like it's like a common thing that happened, and it's not like cheating or, you know, if you get a shield or something. It's not Euro shmuppy at all, I'm
not saying it's cheating. It's just like my disposition is to never spend money.
It's kind of like never wanting to bomb in a shmup because you feel like a chump. Like, that's why I fail literally 99% of my shmup 1cc's, or I'm real bad at practicing shmups that have bong mechanics because I never want to use them because I feel it's like, no, you're a loser if you use. That's the loser button, and if you press it, every time you press it, that is how many times you're a loser.
Polly, that's really funny because I'm learning Dodonpachi now.
Oh God.
And that is the
bombing game.
Dodonpachi, it is the most like high octane shmup, one of the most high octane shmups I've played closely at this point.
Yeah.
It is fast bullets. It is streaming the game. It feels, oh my God, when you get to stage 5 and 6 and these big streams of bullets are coming at you, and you're getting to the side of the screen, and you jump up to kind of guide the stream a little bit, and there's big slowdown happening because of all the bullets.
Yeah.
And you just weave through it. Spot a little hole in the stream, and you weave through it. Feels so good.
Yeah, that is the thing about, like, that. I think that's the essence of bullet hell right there. Is like the moment that you first learn to stream the bullets, and you know how to control what's happening on screen, because most bullet hells are really just heavily reliant on streaming. Like, and then micro dodging or macro dodging, you just kind of like choose which you need to do at which time. Like, once you kind of lock into that and you learn to weave through bullet patterns that way, you cut through it like butter. One of the best feelings on the planet.
Feels so fucking good. I think Dodonpachi really drills down on kind of the essential thing here of like, when I'm playing Gradius, I am learning, and when I'm playing R-Type especially, I am learning the stage.
Yeah.
I am memorizing my path through. I'm routing around the obstacles. I'm learning. There's like a spectrum from learning to execution. Like when I was learning Hellsinker, I spent forever learning the game. It's like, okay, because there's so much content, there's so many levels. But when I actually like, okay, I've studied all the bosses, I've done the practice mode, I'm ready to start going for clear attempts. It was like 2 or 3 tries. Because you can learn that game so pat.
Yeah.
Dodonpachi, it feels like I am there's a lot of learning you can do, and I think at the higher levels of play, you are routing things very exactly.
Yes.
And it becomes a memorized game again. But playing casually, you have so many resources. You have like 20 bombs to play with. You have like 25 bombs to play with because you get 3 extends, and a lot of them give you like 6 bombs. It's crazy. So the game is nuts with what it throws at you compared to a lot of what I've played. But you have so many resources to like, okay, nope. I'm stuck here.
That pattern is no good. I didn't do that right.
I didn't do that right. So you don't have to route it actually that precisely.
No.
But I think Dodonpachi really drills down on the streaming and crowd control. Like, where you're aiming is so important in Dodonpachi. Like, you go attack the enemy, there's an enemy there are enemies that will be more problematic, and you need to make sure you kill them. But as you're shooting them, other enemies are spawning, and you need to get back over there before too long. And you need to weave through bullets to get from one side of the screen to the other. It's you're battling for control of the screen at all times.
It is a constant back and forth in that game.
It's so cool. It's probably, I feel like it's probably kind of beat 'em uppy in that sense.
I would say so, in terms of like, controlling the most problematic enemies first, or learning to group enemies in ways that, you can take out you can take them out more effectively. But there's something there. There's similar like DNA there, though. I think it's a little more, it's a bit more different in beat 'em ups.
Yeah, it's like again, I'm used to the games where it's just very exact routing. I learned Gradius 2. I've learned all the levels. Now I do the whole thing without getting hit once.
Yeah. And it becomes a very like practiced dance that you do.
Exactly.
And I think that like with games like Dodonpachi and other bullet hells, it's different because you are much more in control of what's happening on screen. Whereas something like Gradius is that you can control enemy bullets to a degree, but you've still got to control them in such a way that you're able to get around the obstacles as well. And you don't have to worry about that in most bullet hell shmups, because most bullet hell shmups don't have terrain.
Yeah, you're just controlling the flow of enemy
so
bullets.
You just kind of like, you put the bullets where you want them to be. Like the enemies aren't doing the work here. You are kind of doing most of the work in that you are putting the bullets where you want them to be when you are playing a bullet hell game good.
I really like it. I've done Mushihime Saba, I've done Escaluda. So Dodonpachi is sort of like the next step up in terms of, you don't get the time slowdown. You have fewer resources.
Yeah.
Escalada because you don't have the time slowdown. And Escalada is also a half-hour game. This is like 20 minutes, and it's high octane the entire time.
Yeah, it never lets up. That is a game that is not on my 1cc list right now. That's just like I know I need to do it at some point. But I also need to do Mushihime-sama too, because I do like that game. I've never really kind of taken the real big dive into cave shmups, I guess. And so, there's a
really
point
satisfying.
where that is going to happen for me, but it just hasn't yet.
You can't get better for entry points than like Mushi or Escalada.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They're so comfy.
Yeah, they're real comfy. They're gentle as a bullet hell can be.
I feel like Dodonpachi has the same basic like vibe as Mushi. It's just kind of ramped up.
Oh yeah.
And then Escalada is sort of a different thing where you have the time slowdown, and also it's Escalada is the one that's like, oh, cave shmups can do drama. They can do big anime storytelling too, and I really love that. It's closer to like a Toho where you have the big final boss.
Yeah.
It's so fucking cool. That's probably like the big negative with Dodonpachi is that it doesn't really have any of that. Like the final level doesn't have a unique theme or a unique boss theme.
It doesn't quote unquote go big in the way that you would expect a Sockscast approved game to quote unquote go big.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
But the action itself, like it brings back mini bosses from the previous thing, from the previous stages, but they're combined with other enemies, so it's really hard. It's like, here's 2 at once plus other enemies, but also we tone down their bullet pattern so it's not unreasonable. It's the action itself is pristine. It takes you on that arc as solidly as it can go.
Yeah.
So it's like, in a way, I feel like it's still kind of perfect, even if it doesn't.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, the big thing.
It doesn't have to, obviously. It's just a little like, for our tastes, I think. We always kind of prefer it when things go big and loud at the end. And Dodonpachi just kind of is just like, it's just riding this tempo from start to finish, and that is it.
Yeah. I think Esprade is going to be my fave.
Yeah, Esprade is very cool.
Really like Esprade.
The game is very cool.
Oh, I love Greatest Galaxies on GBA.
Oh yeah, man, that game underrated. I think
I really enjoyed that game. I think that it's very long.
Yeah,
it's like 40-ish minutes.
Yeah, it's. Gradius games kind of started just getting maybe a little too long. Gradius 5 is literally like an hour and 10 minutes. Like, it's a bit much.
There's very long segments in Gradius Galaxies where I think Gradius Galaxies is an absolute blast to play casually because there's so many fun set pieces and moments and bosses to learn.
Yeah.
And like continuing on those stage 7 bosses and learning them while recovering is really satisfying because all the checkpoints are designed so it's very much designed to be recovered.
That game has got really good recovery.
So learning like not only so that just like you can melt certain bosses if you come at them with full power-ups, and then if not, then you're rewarded with a really good boss.
Yeah.
Instead of it being like you can stand against this boss with full power-ups or you get melted.
Yeah. It's definitely that's something that I think that Gradius definitely, especially in like the later incarnations, but the PlayStation 1 game it's got a couple of trouble spots, but I do remember Galaxies on Game Boy Advance just being very easy to recover, but still being able to just stomp your teeth out of your skull if it wants to.
The really fun thing is that on the Japan version, which came out later, once you 1cc it, you unlock 2 bonus modes, and the bonus mode is just recover from every checkpoint on loop 2 difficulty.
That's insane.
There's Gradius Shoot the Bullet inside of Gradius Galaxies.
It's incredible.
It's so cool. I think my beef is that you don't get any fucking extends at all. Not a one. No matter how many, not on a second loop, you just get 3 lives. That's what you get. So you learn all these checkpoints. You have a blast learning it, and as a reward, you get to fuck up 2 extra times.
Enjoy.
Across a 40-minute to 2-hour run. I feel like that just caps it in the knees. Like, this is such a good this is so tightly designed in every respect, but learning the recoveries isn't rewarding because you get so little out of it relative to other Gradiuses.
Mm-hmm.
No extends is crazy because that's like a sound effect I can hear in my head when I think about it.
Yep.
And the game's 40 minutes long, and the first half of the game is kind of a gimme, and there's long empty stretches.
Yeah.
And then you get to the back half, and it's like, okay, don't fuck up. You're 40 minutes in. You've been sleepwalking up to this point, and now you need to not fuck up. And it's like, oh, shit, I fucked up. It wound up taking me like 2 weeks to actually get the clear after I learned everything. And I was very sick of it by the end.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I think that's ups and downs. It's still a really fun game to learn. I think it makes some choices that make actually challenge running it kind of difficult.
Yeah.
I think it would maybe be more fun on hard, because if the top half of the game is more exciting, I think that would up the pace a lot.
I don't know that I finished that one on hard. I know that I've easily 1CC'd it, but I don't know that I played it on hard. I might look at that later just to kind of see what that's like.
Gradius 3, Polly.
But that was also an experience where when I got to the end, it was like, was this satisfying? was having to do the fucking cube rush 20 fucking times to get a pattern where I was like, okay, I'm through and I can finish the game. Was that worth it? No, it wasn't. Gradius 3 Arcade is not good. I'm sorry.
Gradius 2 Arcade is so
Gradius 2 Arcade is it's still my favorite Gradius game.
I think it's a turbo banger.
Yeah.
And it's like 30 minutes instead of 40.
It's like 30 minutes. And I think that they just like Gradius 2 it iterates upon that first game in all the ways that make sense. It feels so much bigger. And then I just don't think many Gradius games after that do anything that ever feels like it was as much of a step up. It's just, okay, we found the groove now and we're just going to make this. So
I got to do that.
Yeah. And I think that that's kind of like why Gradius 2 is kind of my favorite, is I think that it's just like, it was the first one where they kind of wrote that playbook and it's just so refined and honed that it just kind of feels like everything that came after is just kind of trying to do that again and falls short in various ways.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I didn't say anything.
SNES Gradius 3, though, is pretty fun. That's a good game.
Oh yeah, I learned that one last year and it was a good time.
Yeah, it's a good
That's just
time.
like that one's just comfy. It's just like, oh, here's a nice little game to learn. So yeah, did that one. I did Fantasy Zone, doing Dodonpachi, and I did Birdcage. I learned that game in like an extended sitting. It was a fun time.
Just one, huh?
It was like 6 hours ish. It's pretty easy. And ultimately, I don't really think it lands. It makes really. I don't know if you've seen the trailer for that one.
Yeah, I've seen it. Like the trailer gives you an impression going in. Yeah,
it looks like crazy prog rock album, Metal Gear Solid shmup, and I don't really think it delivers on those promises. You kind of get through the first 4 stages, and then the last 2 stages are like just okay. They kind of deliver the minimum of what you'd want or expect.
Yeah,
there's a lot of repeated. I think the big thing with Birdcage is that I'm feeling really good about in Dodonpachi in comparison, is that every formation is atomic. So like the enemies come in, they fire at you. You either kill all of the enemies or it times out and the enemies leave.
Yeah.
And I think Judgment Silver Sword and Eschatos do that. And I really like those games. This one, it just has the effect of kind of like, there's no crowd control. There's no like back and forth. It's just, here are a bunch of separate set pieces and we're going to repeat a lot of them several times across the game. And we're going to repeat individual bosses multiple times. And the whole effect is ultimately a little bit sleepy, I think. So I had a good time learning it. I think it's a really good debut effort.
Sure.
But the trailer definitely made me want more.
Yeah. So. I remember watching that trailer when you first mentioned it and thinking, "Oh, okay, you got me." And then I waited for the reactions, and they were similar to yours. It's just like, I mean, it's It's not bad. It's just kind of doing what it needs to do, you know.
I looked at the Chambers Clear in a few other places, and a lot of people complained that hard mode didn't feel very tightly balanced. It just kind of felt sort of like some patterns felt like bullshit hard, and other things were just as easy, basically. So it felt just little slapdash in some respects. I think it's one where the presentation and style like carry it, and the presentation and style are very good.
Yeah. It's incredible looking. That is for sure.
So I played a bunch of shmups, and tucked in the middle of that, I played one other game.
What'd you play?
Yeah.
I played Chrono Gear Warden of Time.
Yeah,
you did. What did you think of Chrono Gear Warden of Time? Rhete's Game of the Year 2025.
Yes, my game of the year.
Hey, fucking banger. We got a Sockscast approved.
Sockscast approved, baby. We did it. I was excited seeing you go right into this, like right after.
You were nervous. John's gonna hate this.
I was. I will admit there was a part of me that thought, oh, John's gonna think this is just way too schmaltzy and twee. And I was just like, I don't know. It might be too much. It might be too much.
I mean, I came at y'all afterwards, and I was like, well, all the story stuff lands perfectly.
Yeah,
is great.
That really surprised me.
Yeah, I was just kind of, I wasn't sure. I just wasn't sure.
No, I was really happy with it. Cecile watched the whole thing with me, and she was really happy with it. It just goes like Kamiya hard for the finale.
It really does.
Yeah. It's like the inspiration is there. You can see it in everything it's doing.
It's just doing a Kamiya game, and not a lot of folks do the Kamiya game well. We were talking about Kingdom Hearts in the Discord, and oh god, like Cecile had watched me finish Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh god!
When we finished Chrono Gear, she was like, "This is what Kingdom Hearts is going for.
This is what Kingdom Hearts thinks it is."
I was pretty pleased about that. I thought it made a lot of sense. I started it on hard. I started a playthrough on hard and kind of got bored. I was like, I don't think I want to replay this closely exploring every stage and then going for time. I think that to play it closely, it's not as Sonic-y as I was worried it was up front. Right. I think the stages, if you explore at all, you find the boundaries of the stages pretty quickly. Yeah. It feels really expansive like a Sonic when you're playing it, but then you actually explore. I was like, oh no, you're on a pretty tight path here.
Yeah, there's definitely not like 4 routes, the high route, the low route, the water route.
And I think engaging with it closer, you kind of start to see the parts where it's just like, okay, the combat is just kind of smushy and not super great, but
it feels a little Igavania enemy.
Yeah.
Like they'll drop like they'll just have an enemy that's like floating in the air and air periodically. And it felt like, oh, this is just like that one symphony enemy. I think that's fine. What I would kill for is a proper boss rush mode.
Oh, I'm proud. You know what? That would be good. Actually,
it's kind of crazy that there isn't one
because the bosses so good. All of the bosses are really good. Yeah, I was really kind of thinking like if this game had a boss rush mode, it would be like that would be cool as shit to try and get through.
Yep. I kind of I went back and I did fight the penultimate bosses or the final bosses on hard, and it was so satisfying.
It does. They do be hitting real hard on hard, and
then you learn them. Like it's like okay, yeah, these got clean patterns. You can learn them. I'd love to do that with all the bosses, but again, it's like.
But you just have to play the whole game to do it.
You have to replay the whole game to do it, and I'm like, this is a little bit. Like, I kind of remember having the same experience with Freedom Planet, where it's like, this is not quite what I'd want from, like, a Kirby Playground game, and not quite what I'd want from just, like, a tight action game. It's kind of in the middle in a way where I'm not 100% there for it. I think this gets closer for me.
Yeah.
But I went to Shmups, back to Shmups afterwards, and it's like, oh, yeah, this is what I need for that.
That feels real good.
But I feel like you can complain about Wonderful 101 like that the same way, where that game's like,
oh my god, that game like
20 hours.
Yeah.
Like that game's just Devil May Cry, so the fighting feels great to me. Like that's learning. I can imagine learning the stages moment to moment being really satisfying, but the pace of it is just completely out of whack for that being like fun for me
to approach it like that.
Yeah, it was too slow for me because I didn't get the combat that much.
And there's so much repeated,
and there's just so much of it. Yeah, but then it's like those last 2 missions or whatever. Holy fuck!
So I feel like if you're in the conversation with, it's not quite where I'd want it to be. If you. It's not quite where Chrono Gear isn't quite where I want it to be an action game I play very intensely, but as a story and arc and something I enjoy playing through, it's in the conversation with Wonderful 101. Yeah, seems like a win.
Yeah, if you were in the same conversation as some of the most well-regarded Kamiya games, you made it. Congrats. Yeah. There's no greater compliment that we could give you.
I'm interested in checking out Freedom Planet 2 now.
Yeah, like I do want to go back. I do want to go back and play that because I have heard that it kind of does address some of the issues that I had with Freedom Planet 1. I liked Freedom Planet 1. I didn't have any problems with it.
Like on Sonic Mania.
Yeah, I liked it a hell of a lot more than Sonic Mania. So yeah, like Freedom Planet 2 is absolutely on the agenda for some point because I liked Chrono Gear so much. And I know that again, a lot of the same DNA is obviously there. A lot of the same tech is there, so yeah, definitely.
Yeah, my eternal arc with games like this is like really good. Try making a littler action game next time. Can you make a littler game just for me,
just for John?
Play through in like
just for John.
40 minutes, just a
tiny little guy, a tiny
little guy.
I like how Chrono Gear started as like a side project from one of the developers. If you look on the Steam page now, it does just say Galaxy Trail.
Yep.
That's funny.
Yeah,
I remember that. I remember thinking like, is this Galaxy Trail? I guess it is.
Yeah, it's got their logo when you start the game up. So
but like it.
But at the time, it started as I think it was one of the artists. I can't remember their name or their pronouns, so I won't embarrass myself.
I don't remember.
I won't embarrass myself right now. But I do know that it started as a little side project, and it just kind of got pulled in because, oh no, wait, this shit's dope.
It's shaping up. It's shaping up to be a game of the year.
So yeah, it's nice to have a Sockscast approved for the first time.
Hell yeah, it's been a while since we've had it's been a hot fucking minute since we've had a Sockscast approved game. Yeah, congratulations, Chrono Gear, absolutely deserved.
100%. I'm riding out the action game binge. Definitely, I'm gonna play 1000 Resist. That's next on the list, and then Rhete will play it too, or Rhete will play it and then I'll play it. But we're gonna get that one down.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna get it. It's gonna get there. I can feel it.
So good.
1000 X Resist, the perfect capstone to the action game binge.
Yes, absolutely.
We'll get there. We'll get there. It's probably more likely to be Sockscast approved than the Flowers VNs or Elden Ring.
Yeah. Probably, unfortunately, probably not happening.
or Invictus or whatever.
Yes, right.
Wait, what is Invictus again?
Invictus is the Mario hack.
Mario hack.
Right.
That's my game of the year. Your fake text file.
That's your game of the year 2026.
Game of the year 2026. Invictus. What do you say, Rhete?
You haven't sent me a fake game.
I should make one. Maybe I'll put one together.
For Polly, I made one.
Oh,
and I didn't have a top 2 because I just didn't see anything on the horizon that was like, yeah, that's what I'm actually jazzed for.
I just don't know what's coming out anymore. I don't feel like I'm plugged in enough to know.
Yeah, it's like I put 8 backlog games on there, and there was just like, well, I'm sure the top 2 will just be something that I don't see coming.
Like I've played stuff this year already. It's just like I could, but maybe putting that on a tentative list like this may be cheating. I don't know.
Yeah, man, are y'all just out of? Is this what being in your 40s is like? You're just out of games in the past that you can play?
No, I've got plenty, honestly. I just don't know what I want. I just don't know where I'm going to be or what I'm going to be into. And I'm not keeping up on like what's coming out next. I just don't keep I just wait for shit to cross my timeline these days.
Yeah, it's more like don't follow Giant Bomb anymore. Have literally no idea what's coming up.
You can just listen to old John.
Just listen to old John.
Things that matter. Like Anthology of the Killer and Discover the World.
Look, Anthology of the Killer is on my list. Okay,
that's a good one.
I'm absolutely going to be checking that out.
I did one more, which was I played Secret of Monkey Island. It was a fucking banger.
I love Secret of Monkey Island. That game's so good. It's so charming.
I really like that game. I think I'm gonna I've adventure. I haven't had a full adventure game arc yet. I keep dipping my toe in. I played this one in a more kind of relaxed way where when we got stuck on puzzles, I would pull in Cecile and we'd like try to talk it through, and then I'd sleep on it. And then if I still was having trouble, I'd ask for a hint from friends or look something up.
Yeah.
And that felt like a good balance. So I think going forward, that's going to make the games less scary. Like, I don't want to. Obviously, you don't want to just like sit with a walkthrough and play through the games.
That's boring. Yeah.
But I need to build up familiarity with the language of these games at all.
Yeah.
And I'm okay. I don't have to have 100% pure playthroughs to do that.
Nah. I think that's totally fine. Like I like Grim Fandango and Day of the Tentacle. Like you're not going to get through those games unless you've kind of like experienced that texture a bit. So
yeah, Day of the Tentacle's on the list. Cecile played that one as a kid.
It's so fun. And those games are just so fun and funny. And I think that's another thing that really makes it easy to kind of like want to get into that genre is because, it came up during the Game of the Year show, but just like funny games are awesome. I love it when games are funny.
Somebody pointed out like Secret of Monkey Island is structured in such a way where you can play it for like a full hour and just be like getting flavor text and funny interactions before you even solve any puzzles.
Yeah, it's so cool. That's so friggin' cool. Yeah.
That's so generous, I think.
It is to like put all of this all of that content in a game when you never know, like, is the player going to engage with that? And like, I'm always the type, it's like, I want to talk to everybody in these kinds of games because the interactions change so consistently. And there's just so much, like you get to a new NPC and then there's just like, oh, here's like 7 things I can ask them about. All right, this is my next 25 minutes and I'm excited.
Have you heard of Loom? I can't believe never pay $20 for a video. Never pay more than $20 for a video game was just a real joke in this game. Yeah. I thought that was an edit. So I'm in love with this. Adventure games and IF, and honestly, just 90s PC games in general is a big hole for me. And I want to keep exploring that stuff more.
Explore that hole, John.
I gotta explore that hole. And I beat Cave Noir. I want to play roguelikes too. There's so many video games.
There's so many video games.
Check it out.
I love video games, y'all. 2026. Year of the video game. Let's play video games.
Let's just play video game. I'm down. Let's do it.
All right. Well, Rhete.
Oh boy.
Have you been playing any video games or other media?
Okay, I got a lot of little things. Let's rush right through it.
Ooh, lightning round already.
Lightning round.
Yes, we can. As I take the slowest inhalation of all time. So Chrono Gear was my game of the year, and it was a little awkward because of recent events.
Yeah.
I mentioned how I'd played, like, how HoloLive games had kept coming up on my game of the year lists, like for Hollow Cure, the Flare game, Aquarium. And then finally it got the win. They got the #1 spot for real.
Yeah!
And it was like, we're recording that episode 2 weeks after. I was like, oh, I'm not watching HoloLive anymore. So I showed John my anime watched in 2025 list, which had like 60 things on it. And I said, rookie numbers. I used to be at like 100. So
I'm at like 5. I think I dropped most of them.
Jesus.
So I've got a lot of time opening up now. That I'm
gonna have anymore. A lot of time for anime now.
That's like a couple hours a day. Damn.
That's 4 or 5 episodes, man.
So that's, I guess, the last I'm going to say about that. So I played some games.
Oh, yeah?
The first game I played was, I'm looking up the name, A Promise to the Ever-Shining Angel. This is a free Japanese-only VN.
Ooh.
This boy Machine translated this game to play it.
Why would you jump into a random Japanese-only VN, Rhete?
You know why? Because it's about a Monogatari of HoloLive. And I was desperate. I think I was the one psychopath who's like, I have to read this right now, because I haven't even seen people on the Discord mention it besides the release. So I'm the one weirdo that was like, okay, what's technology up to? Can I get an AI screen reader? And the answer was yes. Fucking technology is crazy now. I know AI's evil.
Did you pay for the screen reader?
It's like a monthly sub of like $8.
Okay.
Like,
I was just kind of like, okay, how desperate were we? How desperate were we to get through this?
There was a free version that was like pinging Google Translate, and it was like,
no,
it wasn't quite good enough. The paid one lets you pick from different services. They're like, and if you pick ChatGPT, you will run out of credits instantly
in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, but the free version, I mean the credit. The version that didn't use credits was infinite.
Cool.
I mean, cool. And like the translation was good enough as far as I can tell.
I'll tell you how desperate I was. I figured out the screen reader exactly once for like a porn dojo.
This is like, just about on the same level.
This is just like that.
To read that.
This is just like that.
Yeah. Oh God. I don't think there's much value in like really talking about the game itself. Because y'all know why I read this. It's in line with the other visual novels I've read. There was Aquarium from a couple of years ago, which was really good, and then the ending of that made me cry for like an hour.
It's like you having a little relationship with the VTuber and them having to leave at the end, and you cry a lot.
This one is so much more than that, though. I will say, like, story-wise, there's a lot more going on here than the official games.
It's just the timing of this one's release is insane.
The timing was crazy. The fact that they'd been working on this for 3 months and then coming out
like, oh, hey, after, check this out.
And then with the ending it has,
that's even crazier.
There was another one. There was an Okayu game this year. And that was like what you would expect from these games, where it's nothing but, and then you went on a cute date and nothing really happened. And then you went on a cute date and nothing happened. I remember getting to the end of that one and thinking I was at like Act 1 break, and then credits started rolling, and I kind of went, are you fucking kidding me?
I'm mad.
It's like half as long as Aquarium, but the same price. I was like, wow. Ooh. And then they announced a sequel, and I was like, get the fuck out.
Get out.
Get out. So in the Kanata game, there's a lot more plot-wise going on. So because I was using the translation tool, though, I was really confused for the first, 10 minutes. Because one is that pronouns, don't
exist in Japanese, so he is probably the default.
So it's saying a lot of he, and I'm like, okay. And
out of my dojins?
Yep. You get prompted to enter a name at the start, and it wasn't using that. It was using Kanata, and I'm going,
wait a minute.
The first person character that I'm playing as is Kanata.
What?
But then you meet another character named Amane.
Oh.
Who is, who you think it's going to be based on the visuals.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, is Kanata just a really poor choice of default name? And the answer is no. It's actually two characters.
That's interesting.
They're doing a thing, Rhete, it sounds like.
They're doing a thing. The character you name after yourself shows up later.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. That's really smart.
And the backgrounds are like the most generic visual novel. There's two things. There's the generic visual novel backgrounds, and there's a bunch of custom artwork by the person who made it, which is really good. But the actual backgrounds are like so sterile and generic.
Sleek and just so clean.
It's got that look.
Yeah,
And it's weird because it doesn't actually fit with where the story is going, because you think, it's just modern day Japan based on the backgrounds. And then spoilers as you get further, you realize, there was an event that happened in this world. Like, the rapture has happened. There's not many people left.
Oh, okay.
And that ties into, the angel theming of the main characters. So I thought the story was interesting. It's a little rough around the edges, but also I was using the translation stuff, so some parts I didn't understand. I was like, well, it might flow better if I had a better picture of all this. I was really happy with it, and then the ending is like the hardest I've ever tried in a game ever by a lot.
It had the luxury of hitting at just the right time to be able to produce that effect, I think.
you think something like Chrono Gear is laser focused at me, and this is an even tighter laser through the heart Vegeta style. Like, oh, this one hit even closer. The reason I really wanted to bring it up on the Sockscast is because this game came out December 12th. Yeah. We recorded Game of the Year December 13th.
So you stayed up all night.
I didn't actually finish it until we were done recording.
Oh, okay. I thought you had finished it that morning, but then you did all of the
I was doing the listener lists.
Yeah. But I thought that you had played the game and finished it by then, and then we're doing the lists all night. Okay.
I went to work. I went to work, and then I did the listener lists after midnight.
Okay.
So basically, I'm pretty sure you wanted me to have those done when we got up at, for the
when you sit down and record, it's probably a good idea to have the show outline ready.
I had the outline done and didn't stay up for 8 hours reading a visual novel in Japanese very slowly because I'm waiting like an extra 2 or 3 seconds per line. So like what becomes a 6-hour game becomes like an 8-hour game.
Yeah.
And that's like at a good pace. The first translation software was much slower. So I'm like, oh, this is a little tooth pulling. I'm gonna see if there's a better option out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't have time to read this. It wasn't on my Game of the Year list. I'm saying now it would have been.
Yeah.
It would have been number 4, which is where Aquarium got 2 years ago.
Yeah, and
ultimately
an addendum. My list would have pushed Chrono Gear up to number 2 over Silk Song.
Also, yes.
My list was perfect, exactly as
John had it locked in. We were wishy-washy. We were the pussies this year.
Kirby's just that good.
Kirby's just that good.
Yeah, Kirby fucks.
Yeah. Kirby, hey, fucking Kirby Return to Dreamland. Never mind.
Okay, it's really good.
That hit me probably about as much as Chrono, like how Chrono Gear hit y'all. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still very high praise because I know you loved that Kirby game.
I really like that Kirby game.
Yeah. So, Ever Shining Angel would have been my number 4, pushing off Ace Attorney Investigations.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
I was like, that's fair. That was really good, but it didn't make me fucking sob.
Yeah.
God, the thing, and then there's the part I cried at, and then there's the ending credits, which is just deliberately mean.
No, in what way?
Oh, I know this. It's real good.
It doesn't really make a ton of sense. Okay, this is big spoilers for a game no one is going to play.
Sure.
The ending credits go back through all the CGs for the game, and there's like 20 of them. And Kanata fades out in all of them.
Yes!
It's gut-wrenching.
It's so good. Like when you told me that, I was like, my God, I want to be the one to have thought of that.
Oh, it's devilish. There's even one CG that isn't in the main game where she takes a photo with somebody, and then only she vanishes from the photo. And you don't get to see that till the credits.
Oh, that's good. That's so good.
And then there's a little post-credits scene, which is like, a bit of optimism, but I was tapped out at that point.
Sure.
That's so goddamn funny. That's so much.
It was a good game. I don't know if that, because I don't even think anybody read it. I'm like, there's going to be no official English patches there.
Unfortunate. But at least you were able to let the creator know that you enjoyed it, and they seem to be appreciative of that.
Immediately DM them. Or not DM, but like just tweet at them.
Yeah.
I think that's nice.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of... It keeps coming up on my timeline now because I think a lot of people waited to January to watch it, to play it, because they were busy watching streams in December.
You're still in the middle of things then, so yeah.
I played Dispatch.
Oh shit!
Actual video game.
Oh yeah.
This one. Oh, this is one I really want to play. How do you treat
check it out because it's really good. It maybe didn't hit as hard in the end as I thought it would, but like the first and last episodes are kind of amazing. It's a really well done Telltale-ish game, and I just haven't played one of those in fucking forever.
I have not played one since The Walking Dead Season 1, man, but I really like that Walking Dead Season 1.
I mean, I played Wolf Among Us Season 1 and the Telltale one, season 1, which were like, I think did I say Telltale? I meant Borderlands.
Borderlands, yeah.
Borderlands season 1, which is, I feel like kind of that's the last one people really liked, because I know there's a sequel, but I think it's different developers now.
I like the Back to the Future game they did too.
Yeah, that was before Walking Dead. Yeah, that was really good too. So I've played I think the last really good one I played wasn't Telltale. It was Life is Strange original.
Yeah, Life is Strange by Don't Nod. Yeah.
But yeah, just haven't played a lot of, Western what do you even call those genres? Like, your choices will be remembered.
Yeah, like I just think they're just narrative focused games. Yeah. They're just narrative focused adventure games, really.
Yeah. This really just feels like watching a pretty adult oriented superhero show, and you get to steer the story a couple times. Also, the humor in this is really juvenile at times.
Oh, good. I'm a big fan of juvenile humor.
There's a villain right at the start whose whole thing is like he turns into acid, and when he does, his clothes melt. And there's sensors for streamers and stuff, but by default, his dick is just swinging around the whole fight. It really sets the tone.
That's real good. That's real good.
Do you know the song "Bitch" by Meredith Brooks?
Yeah,
that comes up as a karaoke track, but it's like it's new lyrics and with the word "bitch" even more. It's just you're a bitch, you're a bitch, you're a bitch. Fuck you, Robert. You're a bitch. You're a bitch.
Just like the school of Eric Cartman here.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, I would definitely recommend that game. You can play like the first 20 minutes and know if you're in or not.
Yeah, I've seen so many people talk about it, and I've just like tried to stay completely blind because it just sounds like something. It's like, oh, this is so up my alley.
Yeah, I think you'd like it. And then I didn't realize this was going to be the transition when I made it. I played the superhero game Dispatch and then immediately binged the superhero anime My Hero Academia.
Yeah, all right, let's go. Let's dig into it. Let's jump in.
Oh, God. So I was really into that series back when season 3 came out. I think that was 2017 or so. It's been a hot minute. This took a while to finish. Also, COVID happened.
Yeah, did it.
And the reason I specifically remember that is because I saw the first My Hero Academia movie in theaters.
Oh, wow. I think I watched the first season during COVID.
Yeah, because I think we were all kind of getting into it at that time.
Yeah.
Because that's when it really blew up with season 3. But so I had like 3 seasons to watch, but then somehow the U.S. timing of the movie, like the timing of the movies with all of them are like mid-seasons. Yeah. It's really interesting. So, like, I just remember a guide that was like, hey, if you've seen up to episode 34 in the anime, you can go see the movie now. Like, there will be no spoilers. Like, that's where it fits in. And it's like, all the movies fits in is, like, extremely loosely used. Where, like, these are side stories that never get brought up whatsoever in the main series. But yeah, it was a big phenomenon for, like, the first 50 episodes up to season 3. And then, I wait a year or 2 for season 4, and the motivation or like the energy was not there. Because season 4 and 5 are kind of considered the bad ones. Oh. So I thought it was kind of a case of, shonen, they start strongly and then they kind of run out of steam as it goes. Yeah. But then I'd seen, so I was out. I was like, okay, I'm just going to wait till it's over and then decide. So I saw reviews for season 6 were better. Season 7 better. Season 8, the final one, really, really highly praised by everybody. So I'm like, okay, this is probably worth getting back into. So then I just went on probably the longest anime binge I've ever been on.
This shocked me. Like, I could not believe it was still going.
So it just finished like an hour before. Not even.
You literally finished.
Not an hour.
2 minutes.
An hour ago. Yeah.
You literally finished
like 5 minutes before the podcast.
I DM'd these guys like, hey, 27 minutes until the show, and it's like I've got 21 minutes. I've got 21 minutes of My Hero Academia left.
23-minute episode and 27 minutes before podcast. That's why my mic wasn't set up. Okay, so season 5. I understand why people don't like this one because I think season 4 ended with like training arc, and this one is back into training arc for like the first half. It's a bit much. It's a little slow. I understand why that stuff has to exist, because you can't just have only the good shit.
Yeah, like, know? It is a school. You've kind of got to do the training stuff. Mm-hmm.
The training does, like, I learned that from Hunter x Hunter. You need the training sometimes.
Yeah. You have to show the characters getting stronger to have it have any sort of impact later.
Because if you just pull that strength out of your ass, people are going to complain about that.
Which they still kind of end up doing by the end, but I feel like they at least justify a lot of it. Mm-hmm. Second half of season 5, I remember there's a really heavy scene in there that I compared to Elfen Lied of all things.
Oh my god, yeah.
Which is like, wow, of all comparisons, like one of the darkest shows I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. And then season 6 is where it really just is like, okay, we've done the setup for like the last 2 seasons. Let's just hit go mode now.
All right.
And this is the start of season 6 is just the moment I'd been hoping for with binging all this, where it's just like, hey, here's a fight with like all the pieces on the board, and it just keeps going.
Yeah.
Like, the actual episode count of like how long this one battle goes on for is like 13 episodes.
Oh my god, that's insane.
At a point I was like, is this just the rest of the series? It can't possibly keep going. But they keep developing this fight, having new pieces enter the board, characters getting knocked out, powers developing. I'm just like, this is effing crazy here that it's maintaining this energy for an entire season's worth of episodes. Mm-hmm. And then, I don't want to spoil the whole thing, but then season 7 basically does that again, and then season 8 does that again.
Yeah!
No wonder this went down so smooth.
Just give Rhete everything he wants 3 times in a row.
Yeah. I guess I'll just say I kind of think this show is a masterpiece now.
Oh my god.
It went down so smooth. I think, because I was watching the movies alongside it, and the movies never hit. I think 2 and 3 are decent. The first and second, the last one's really bad. I don't know how that has the same score as the first one, because I think the fourth one is like completely breaks any sort of suspension of disbelief, where it's just like, what if a villain showed up between these episodes and summoned a giant magical castle? And I'm just like, fuck off. The whole premise is bad. Also, he looks like All Might and calls himself Dark Might. Like,
bad.
It's so bad. But so the movies are inessential. I think the second and third one are more like, the story's fine, but it's not, you're not as invested because you only have like an hour with these characters. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then it goes way too loud for the last 30 minutes every time. Where it's just like, I'm not invested in this fight, and you're like,
this isn't gonna, it's not gonna mean anything later,
and it doesn't mean anything in the greater context of the franchise. Yeah,
it's a model episode.
Yeah,
when these fights are happening for 13 episodes in the main series, and you've done all the legwork to develop these characters, develop like these stakes, that's the good shit when it fucking hits.
Yeah.
And the fact that they keep doing that over and over, it's really good. I feel like John was asking me what series this reminded me most of, and by the end, the answer was Trails. Where, I think you'd have to watch the whole thing to kind of understand that. I feel like it has a very similar overall worldview. Mm-hmm. It really treats
saying that a shonen anime, saying that Trails feels like a shonen anime isn't a big stretch for me.
Oh yeah. It just has a level of respect for all of its characters that's kind of crazy. The fact that every single character in the whole show, I feel like, gets their moment by the end is crazy. The number of character jumping in at the last second to save the day, but in a way less contrived ways than Trails does it. Because Trails will do it
over and over.
Over and over in like the same way in like Cold Steel 3 and 4. Where in this, it's like, because you're all doing it as part of this one giant battle that's taking place over like an entire evening, there's something that it surprised me every time. And I was like, and then they do the flashback to justify how it happened. I'm like, damn, you got me every time here. It's crazy.
God, Toga seems cool as shit.
Toga's really great. Her
Yeah, I've known that character design for ages. It's just like, man, I bet she just rips shit up.
Oh no, she's like the weakest one. She has a knife. It's so silly.
I think that's great, though. I think that you get somebody in there with a knife and just let them go to town. Unlike people who are like, man, I can bend magnets with my mind. Yeah, I can stab you in the solar plexus.
It's funny because one of the first things I ever read about that series was that, oh, it's really smart. They establish a baseline of power with All Might in the end of season 1, where it's like, that's the level Deku is aiming to be as strong as season 1 All Might. And I'm just like, bro, by like season 5, they are so far fucking past that. They are like walking gods at that point. They are JRPG protagonists.
Even the frog girl could literally end the world if she wanted to.
Probably.
That's very DBZ. That's very classic.
Yeah, it's very, but like thinking that guy who is really strong is like the absolute maximum power level in that series is comical, because eventually you meet the number 1 hero of America, and she is just cosmic level of that is so effing broken. What are you saying her power is? Her power is like things she say become real. So she can say like bad. Her opening move is like air doesn't work, so the villain just suffocates.
Okay, fantastic.
Like
easy,
crazy levels of like manipulation of the environment around her. Like the air
got a gagger then, huh?
There you go.
Did I solve it?
You solved it.
No.
Oh no.
I don't know. Anyways, I really like that series.
Cool.
Wait,
what is I thought people said I thought I remember the manga people being like, manga drops off. It sucks. The vibe I heard around was like it falls off. So I'm really glad it came together this way.
Again, season 4 and 5 are definitely the lowest rated on the sites, Mal and Analyst, and I agree with those being like the slow points. But holy fuck, does it come back roaring, which I really am happy about. Also, you might be thinking of Attack on Titan, which is the one where people really didn't like the manga ending.
I'll be rewatching that this year. The whole thing.
I'm going to watch some one core shows. I think that's what I need to do. I need some easy wins.
Yeah. Get you some 12 episode bangers under your belt.
Yeah. Just get some easy bangers.
Yeah, for reference, I watch seasons 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 25, 21, 11 episodes on top of the movies, and on top of I rewatched the last 2 episodes of season 4 because they're really important.
And Rhete is not one of those watch it on ×2 speed people. We're not monsters.
No. This was 100% speed the whole time. Those episodes, though, if you're skipping recaps, skipping the opening, skipping the ending, skipping the next time on, they're pretty fucking short. They get down to 18 minutes at some point.
Oh, wow.
Season 8's opening is like an 8-minute recap of season 7, but it was like specifically the part I'd wanted to rewatch. So I'm like, okay, perfect. You nailed it. I can't imagine waiting a year between those seasons, though. It's so weird thinking that like this was a pre-COVID thing for me by like a significant margin. When was season 1 anyways?
That had to have been 2017, I think.
See, I think that's when I watched season 3 is the crazy part. I'm not going to... 2016 is the original.
Okay.
So yeah, maybe 2018 is when season 3 and stuff was hitting. It's been a bit, though. But yeah, the journey, it gets there. I think for Attack on Titan, I kind of screwed up for myself because I kept wanting to know what happened so badly that I watched like final season part 2, final
instead
movie part 1, final movie part 2. So like I lost the momentum by the end there. When it's like with final movie part 2, it's like I've only got like an hour left of this.
Yeah.
Also, this is like inherently so different from Attack on Titan because that one is just so sad and violent and dour. Yeah.
Again, you compare it to like Trails. This is nicer.
Yeah, this is a little more pleasant.
They're way more sparse about character deaths, which take her to leave it, but it has that same soul, I think.
Cool. That's really nice.
Yeah, I was here just for like big dumb shonen binge, and like I actually got a really great story out of it too.
That's cool. That's really cool. I'm glad that worked out, because that is a series that I kind of just bounced off of in season 2 when it was like, and this is the sports arc or whatever.
Well, that's the thing, is you got to get through that stuff. If you
I can't, dude. I can't.
That's basically what season 5 is, where it's another like big arc against the class 2 or whatever.
Yeah, I can't do those kind of arcs in anime. It is instant poly poison for my interest. Because I know the big stuff would probably hit. I'd probably love that.
I guarantee the big stuff
I loved all the big shit in season 1, and there wasn't even a whole shit ton of it. But it was like, I liked season 1 enough to be like, I'm in. Let's do this. And then, like, 4 episodes into season 2, it was like, oh, I can't do this.
Oh, that's tragic. I get that. It is frustrating that it gets so slow at points.
Yeah.
When it gets so... You got to get through the Cold Steel 1 to get through Cold Steel 4.
There you go. Good stuff.
Yeah, that's what I've been up to. Oh, I played Metroid Prime 4. It's bad.
Okay, there you go. If you needed a review, Rhete's got you covered.
The game sounded so fucking bad.
Yeah, it just sounded dire from everything that I had seen.
Really rough.
Yeah.
For exactly when I played it and my mental state, it was actually pretty fitting.
Yeah.
Just this head empty FPS that is pretending to be a Metroid game.
Well, Rhete.
It
has Silex, though.
Silex, though, man. Come on.
It's the return of Silex from Metroid Prime.
The thing is, okay,
go ahead.
This game got rebooted. Like, we know that. They put Silex in because they had to.
Yeah.
He doesn't actually really have any role in the plot. He just shows up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what his deal is. He's just very mad at Samus.
He's just a guy.
He's just a guy. And he doesn't talk... Actually, I don't know if he doesn't talk for the first 2 encounters, but when he shows up as the last boss at the end, he just starts screaming at Samus. I'm just like, dude, what?
What, dude? Calm down.
It's so fucking random.
You just like want to fucking talk this out, my guy? You just sound like you're...
I don't even know. Mad, because I didn't play Hunters.
I don't remember why any of the characters were what they were in Hunters. They don't go into that. None of them talk. It's all silent story. It's all silent. And he's just a random one of 6 random
guys.
It's just a guy.
Just a guy.
He's not even the coolest guy in Metroid Prime Hunters. That's Trace.
Yeah, Trace.
The final boss. Metroid Prime 2 tries to Chrono Gear the ending. It does not work because you're so not invested.
Nah.
Wait, Metroid Prime 4, you mean?
4, yeah.
Yeah, it tries to go hard at the end.
Okay, yeah.
I was just like rolling my eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, no, that's the thing with Chrono Gear is like it does. It's a simple story. It's a broad story. It's a dumb story. It does the work to make it all land.
Yeah,
and that counts. That's cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna look up the final boss to Metroid Prime 4.
Well, don't do it right now because there's a bunch of phases. It'll take a bit.
Yeah, and there's a podcast going on, John. If you had somehow forgotten that we were recording,
give me a second. I'm just gonna look at this. He just shows up. Why?
Silex in the Prime 4. Why?
Why does he have so many faces? He's just a guy.
He's just a guy.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm never gonna play 4. Never gonna play 4. Do not care.
If it hadn't been like 18 years since 3, I'd be probably more annoyed. I just don't remember those other games. But
you just don't give a shit.
I think it's just like this is a case of don't give a shit. It just feels like the biggest nothing burger to me, and it's a fucking Metroid game.
Man,
Dread was so good.
Oh,
Dread was so good,
right?
Yeah.
Holly, yay!
What have you been up to?
Well, we can continue the anime binge then. Let's go. What do you say? Let's dive right back in. Let's fucking go. So, your turn, Rhete.
Rhete, you have to.
You gotta. All right, there we go. Sounds real good with that new microphone too. So we'll continue the anime binge. This is a show that I think Rhete recommended to me probably 3 years ago when I was like, "Hey, I'm bored of anime, Rhete. Give me some shows to watch." And this has been sitting on my to watch list for about 3 years, so I finally got to it. I watched Hanasaku Iroha. And this is a show with a pretty fun premise, just kind of right out the gate. You instantly meet Mother of the Year. Excellent. She has a boyfriend who gets into debt. And she decides to just run off in the middle of the night with him. And she's just like, "Oh, by the way, dear daughter Ohana, you are not coming with me. I'm going to ship you off to the local family ryokan run by my mother, and you're going to just go work there. You're just going to go be labor. Bye, I'm out." So
great work.
So it's a great first episode. It just all happens so fast. This poor girl just gets uprooted from her home and thrown into a hot spring resort to work. And in the middle of all this, like the night before this happened, this boy that is so in love with her. Jesus Christ, it's so ridiculous. It's almost pathetic how deep into her he is. And she is just a complete emotional ditz. But he tries to confess to her the night she leaves. And she only really grasps that on the way home. And it's just like, "Oh, hey, that'll be a cool thing I can deal with tomorrow." And then, that night, oops, we're shipping you off, kiddo. But Ohana is a great, she is a great protagonist to follow this series through. She has a complete character arc that just kind of goes the whole way. She's a Genki girl. She is that ray of sunshine when everybody else is kind of just like. A common theme in this show is everybody is kind of hiding how they really feel about things through, by acting another way. The grandmother is somebody who hides that she cares about people by being a very stern boss. No bullshit. She's very, very strict on how she runs her place and she hides her true feelings by returning being a professional. So that's a kind of how Ohana kind of is at sort of at odds with how everybody else in this show acts, and that she's a loud, open, it's a very childish naivete that she has coming into the situation that she's been thrown into, and this show is kind of a lot of her childish naivete kind of clashing against this traditionalism of this inn. And it's been in the family for years. It has a very deep roots to the meaning of the show and everything, and we do things this way and this is how it always has to be done. And this isn't a kind of show where she's fighting back against that. Interestingly enough, I think that this is a show that kind of instead it peels away those layers of childlike naivete without sacrificing who she is. And that in turn, helps other people kind of begin to kind of drop their own masks. And I just really liked her as a protagonist. I think she's just really well done. And it's the secret sauce is that everybody kind of ends up being better versions of themselves by seeing her kind of stumble through having to figure this shit out. And I think that she's one of my favorite protagonists I've seen in a while. But it's a show where your day-to-day stuff I guess it would be a working show, I guess. I watched a show a couple of years ago called Sakura Quest. It was very similar. It's somebody.
Oh, that's a nice comparison.
Yeah, somebody finding a job and you learn through your job, and everybody learns from each other, and what it means to work with one another to begin to take pride in this thing that you've been forced into. I think the show can be a little too silly at times.
There's a swerve early on.
There's this military otaku that come to stay at the place, and they're just like trying to like kidnap or like, you know, they're not like shooting real guns, but they're trying to like capture the girls and shit. It's very weird. And then it's like fucking episode 2 or 3. There's this weird pervert staying at the inn, and he kidnaps Ohana, and he ties her up shibari style in his room.
Yeah, that's a thing that happens in like episode 3 or 4.
And I love the scene because the scene is very funny, where he's trying to tie it, and she's just like looking back, like, "No, dude, you need to like run it through there, and then bring it up a little bit and bring it around, and that'll bring the tits out a little more."
You shared.
And not only that, it's so you've got her, you know, in shibari bondage, but it's also the only Nendoroid for the series.
Oh my god.
So Ohana bound up is the only Nendoroid produced for this stupid series.
That's insane.
But this is like a show that's just about finding yourself and your purpose. It's I think the way that it kind of contrasts with Sakura Quest is Sakura Quest is like, can you thrive where you choose to go? And this one is more, can you find a way to thrive through circumstances that are beyond your control? And that felt like a really cool kind of contrast to Sakura Quest in terms of, and it's just a real good, it's a pleasant fucking show. Like, I don't really know, like, it's not super deep plot wise. It's just all of these characters kind of get their moment to grow up, to understand things about themselves. I think that the emotional payoffs in this show are really, really good. I like the big blow ups when like Ohana's personality is completely at odds with what somebody else's is, and they end up in these big fights where she is just completely lost as to like, why are you mad at me? And then the other person having to learn to actually communicate your goddamn feelings. And it comes to just this really big emotional crescendo at the end. The last 2 episodes are just absolutely like, the bitch tears were real. I don't care. Like, it just touched me in the right way, which is a weird thing to say. Weird way to have worded that.
It touched me after tying me up shibari style.
After tying me up shibari style.
This looks really cute.
It really is.
I need to go back to Sakura Quest. I really liked the bit of that I saw.
I think the thing is, I think that this show does handle its themes a lot better than Sakura Quest, but I think that Sakura Quest is also a little more focused on its comedy, whereas the comedy in this show, it's there. There's a lot of absurdity, and this show, it's also a show that kind of has to contrive a few things to get where it's going. But I think in terms of like what it's trying to say and the message that it wants to put out there, it's just so like loud about it and so well at getting it across, and then taking that and making these big emotional moments out of it and making it feel it makes every moment feel important. It makes all of the things, and like the rom-com part of it ends up really, really well done. Like, there's a love triangle that kind of like sprouts up, but Ohana is completely unaware of it because she is an emotional ditz. But yeah, like the tension, like the way the characters go back and forth, and the way they kind of have to have this moment where they are like completely at odds before they can like completely come to understand one another. I think those moments just always work. And the ending just, they completely pay it off. They make it work in a way that, like, I think that if they had gone a more contrived way with it, I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much, but they took an honest approach to the ending that I think just kind of made it land a lot better. So yeah, it's just a real good show. It's pleasant. It's like, I know I've used that word to describe a lot of things, but I just, every time I kind of sat down to watch 2 or 3 episodes of this one, it was just, I'm just having a good time. It's just nice to have this to come back to.
I just want to have a nice warm time.
Yeah. Yeah, you learn a lot about you learn a lot about like the whole like the hot spring resort culture as well. Like I'm pretty sure I know how to clean one now. There's certainly a lot of that. So, but yeah, it's nice watching people.
That kind of specificity can be really nice.
Yeah, and I think Soccer Quest did a lot of the same thing with tourism, in that it kind of explained how that industry works a bit, and so I guess there is something to calling these shows like work shows. Like I think that PA Works has another show somebody recommended to me, Shirobako, I think.
Yeah. It was probably me as well, because I've seen that.
Okay, I think Rhete probably, like, you probably mentioned that when I finished Sakura Quest or something, but yeah, Shirobako is one that's come up. So it's just like, when I'm in the mood for another show like this to watch, this is that's probably what I'll do, because I found that I like shows like this as kind of like a reset. And it felt like this show, like, for some reason, kind of felt like a nice reset on my anime watching. And yeah, like, it's real good. Like, I think that if you've been at all curious, like, this absolutely lived up to like the hype that Rhete gave it, and it wasn't a lot of hype. He was just like, "No, this is just real good. You'll like it.
It's real good." I think Shirobako is more of a comedy without as deep of a character study.
Sure,
but it's also about working in the anime industry.
All right.
In like a more realistic way than like Aizuken is kind of the fantasy, like idealized version of it, where this is all about like deadlines and pressure.
Yeah.
Hey, sometimes it's fun to watch people like
be stressed out
and be stressed and be competent at their job.
Yeah,
like or be incompetent.
Yeah. Like, I think all of that stuff is real good, and so like, interesting little like genre I didn't know that was maybe a thing, but yeah, like, I'll probably watch Shirobako at some point, just because like I've liked Sakura Quest enough, and I loved this one, so yeah, it's just a fantastic little show. Cannot complain about it.
Shirobako also has some very fun OVA episodes where you get to actually see the show they made.
Oh, that's so cool. I love it when that stuff happens, because if I remember right, like, I remember Genshiken had a couple of things like that too, where you could like watch little OVAs of the show that they would always watch. So yeah, I love shit like that. That sounds really fun. We're here again, and like, we're going to get to talk about somebody else's game of the year.
Oh,
yeah, we get
really?
Yeah, we get to talk about my game of the previous year, my game of 2025. And all right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and give it to you up front. If you want to go into Of the Devil completely blind, this is where you need to turn off the podcast, because I can't dance around this game's main premise any longer. Because there are 3 episodes left. The devs are not being coy about it. But if this is your absolute last chance to not be spoiled by this podcast on what this game's main hook is. Go play episode 0. It's 2 hours long. You'll get it, and then you'll immediately understand why I've tried to keep this hidden. But it's been a year. I've been more than generous in trying to not spoil it, but it will only inhibit me being able to talk about this in any logical manner. So this is your final point. Here's your parachute. I'll see you later. I'm about to spoil the Of the Devil premise. Okay, so Of the Devil's whole point is you are the lawyer and she's a murderer. And it's so good.
I remember playing episode 0 when you mentioned that there was a big twist in it, and I was like, like halfway through.
You start getting the hint about halfway through with the way she's having these little cutaways and the things that she knows. So there we go. That albatross is now off my neck, and I can actually talk about this game. So I played Of the Devil episode 2 came out about a week or two after we recorded Game of the Year, and it would have absolutely have been right there with episodes 0 and 1 as my Game of the Year. The spoilers, it's really fucking cool.
It would have been really funny if it just immediately went to hell.
Yeah, wouldn't it? Just like, well, shit. So, not really a problem, but something that I wasn't sure how they were going to address in this series is, okay, we've established that Morgan is a murderer and the lawyer, but we've never actually, like, we've seen her do murder via flashbacks or her own recollections. So we've never actually seen her do it. So it's just like, okay, are you guys like just kind of fucking with me? Is this real? You know, you kind of get stuck there for a little bit. It's just like, okay, because episode 1, again, it's just kind of got a recollection of, okay, I did this, and this. It's like, okay, but you're telling me that. And then so Morgan is finally depicted on screen in episode 2 being a murderer and really enjoying it. Oh my God. This girl's so good at murder. Holy crap. Oh, it's so good to finally just kind of get that moment, because again, like her flashing back to it's cute, and it's just like, you know, you get it's a fun twist, but then like, oh yeah, okay, now you're finally just living that moment in her head as she's doing it, and just her loving it. It's so good. Oh, it just hits so fucking good. So in episode 2, you end up
good VN shit.
Oh God, it is. And this in episode 2 really does kind of lean into more of that good VN shit, because the production value gets even better somehow. They just keep getting better at presenting this world, and it just kind of looks more stylish than ever now, and they just make it work so good. But you end up having to defend a case where Morgan knows exactly what was done and how. But she obviously can't just come out and say any of it. But there's also something that has changed about what she did that, like, she can't account for, that you have to be the one to kind of puzzle out, like, how does this fit into what we know she did? Because something changed, and now you've got to puzzle out some other mystery that's part of this case. And it's just like, well, how did that happen? Because we know what we did, and we know what this guy's accused of, and we're trying to get him off. But there's this other layer to it that you've got to kind of like try to suss out. And it's really cool. Like, I've said repeatedly that, like, this is a story that really likes to write itself into corners and then just bust out of them in like the most dramatic and stylish fashion. And it's clever and really good every time. And Morgan also gets a lot more detail to her past now, with a lot more random interstitials. And I think that by the time you get to the end of this episode, you can really kind of start putting together a clearer picture of who and what she is and what her aims and obsessions are by the time you kind of roll credits and run through all of the extra stuff in this game. So having that clearer picture of this character that we've kind of been, you know, rolling around in the head, and finally getting to like be inside her brain during the act of a murder. It's just like, oh, it's so visceral. This girl loves murder. Holy crap.
This does not sound like a game that's holding its cards too close to its chest.
No, not anymore. It absolutely is not.
Cool. It sounds like it's playing the cards it needs to play in order to make 5 episodes of this actually a journey worth taking.
I think that it's drip feeding the perfect amount, because because like I said, going into episode 2, my question was, well, when are we going to actually see her do it? Because, and that had to have been at the writers, you know, at the front of the writer's brain. It's like, well, if we don't actually show her doing it at some point, it's not going to kind of have that same impact if she just recalls it or makes snide remarks about it. It's like, no, we've got to actually get her in there and do the murders. And yeah, like that made me happy that like they know how they need to kind of get this to where it's going. I think they've got their pacing figured out. Well, I know that they do, because the story is already written in its entirety. So we've had that confirmed that it's done. They've just got a visual novel lit up. So, but this game, like, more fun characters introduced. The prologue has some really fun thugs Morgan gets to interact with. It's a super fun scene. I just love it to bits. There's the Icaria family. They're really fascinating, and it's kind of like basically Morgan is having to defend their like one of their assassins from the thing that she did. And it's really fun seeing her bounce back and forth with Sosuke, who's just he's very stoic martial artist. And he's just like, no, if they're accusing me of this, I did it. I am the assassin. And she's just like, dude, that's not how you win a fucking court case. And her assistant Sarah, it's oh my god, it's amazing. Her android partner she loves Sosuke so much. She is so into this dude. It's amazing. She loves martial artists and shit. So she's just immediately, he's the coolest person in the world, Morgan. How do you not notice this? And she's just always fawning over him the chance she gets, or excited at any time that it's like he might have to take off his shirt. She's just like, ooh. And the interactions here are still all really, really top shelf. It's firing on all cylinders. It still is. Like, there's no other way to put it. Like I said in the Game of the Year podcast, Brian Mulholland has a grasp on character voice that I am just so fucking envious of. Because it's not voiced over. It's all text. So you've got to get all that shit across in text somehow.
Morgan sounds like such a good character.
Oh, she's amazing. Like when you start,
it sounds like such a good time.
It really is. It really, again, this is the thing I'm most excited about in games right now. I can't emphasize that enough. All I'm doing is sitting here gushing and like waving my arms back and forth, talking about this shit. But I think that this episode in particular, I think, is where I started to kind of feel like this series, what it does very well is, I think it's very clearly like a cyberpunk story, but I think that it feels truer to what that genre is than other games or anime or books that I've experienced in recent memory. Like, it really digs into like the capitalist corpo hellscape police state and the various politics in a much deeper way than I see a lot of media do. I think it looks at the human cost of those types of inequality. You know, even if they're not on screen, you know, you find a lot of you either find a lot of articles and stuff that are written about the deeper workings of these things and how they're affecting the people, or you find various terms that have like these long definitions that you can read through of like all of the corporations, all the factions, all of the various little things that make up the world. And I think all that stuff is absolutely 100% vital for this world to stick. So if you're not engaging with that stuff, I think that you're really, really missing out. But with regards to how like it all affect, like it's all about how these kinds of things affect the people. Like they're like it's sort of like sitting quietly at the center of this episode. There's like this construction initiative that's going on that could do real good for the lower ward slums, which are like the worst part of the city. And there's a lot of greedy rich people that want to get their fingers in that pie. You know, they talk about legalization of certain recreational drugs that, again, people are looking to exploit and corrupt. And I just feel like this is a story and world that's trying to dig deeper than a quick fix or easy to digest ideas. And I just don't know that I've read a piece of cyberpunk fiction that is kind of trying to make its world as palpable and as like, it's almost like speculative fiction in a way, but it's still got a foot in reality of what right now is, if that makes sense. So it's like it's already taking these things that are already happening, referencing them as having happened, and directly contributing to what their world is like right now. And I think that it does a good job of making all of that important without it ever coming off as like dry and exposition-y. You know, like the characters may talk about it, but they talk about it in such a way that just kind of feels like me and you would talk about what's going on in the world right now where we're at. And it's all, and I think there's all of that comes down to good writing. All of that comes down to somebody just knowing how to fucking write really good. So
that counts for so much. There's so many VNs where it's like, oh, you nailed down the art, you nailed down the mood, you nailed down all this stuff, but you just can't really write.
Yeah, yeah. And that's always the thing that just kind of throws me out of a visual novel is like, wow, you can't write. Holy crap. So I'm glad that so like episode 1 was freaking strong and they did a marvelous job following it up and maintaining the excitement for whatever this series is doing going forward. And I like that, again, by the end of it, there's a much clearer picture of where this story is going, where some of the deeper themes are, where the darker parts of it are going. And it still has that just swagger and competence by the end of it with no signs of wavering. And I think that that's just like, yeah, that's why I'm still excited about this thing. And that's not changing for a while.
So fucking cool. So fucking glad this hit you so good, Polly.
Yeah, like I mean, I had no doubt I had no doubts in my mind that episode 2 was going to be good. Like I said, you don't call it the thing you're most excited about in games unless you know. It's just like no, like these people know what they're doing. They're doing a great job. So,
and they seem like substantive episodes. It feels like the kind of thing that actually is pleasant to play.
It
as
is.
It comes out.
You don't. Like, this isn't something where I feel like I would want to play 5 big cases like this back to back because they are full substantive stories. Like, episode 1 is like, you know, depending on how fast you read, it's like 12 to 15 hours. Like, episode 2 took me longer.
Oh, yeah, I do feel like I'm on the point of like, I'm always the one who binges everything. My Hero Academia, obviously. But like this is getting up there in length to where I'm like, maybe I should just.
I'm playing a little bit of time. Actually, might be the good way to do it.
Maybe I should just play episode 1 and then wait a month.
I really do think that you literally could just be like, here's Of the Devil 1. Of the Devil 2, and it would just be fine because they're just fully featured substantive stories. They like, sure, they're obviously got to have the hooks in there for what they're going to be doing going forward, but they tell a full story that doesn't feel like they're just trying to like fill the episode number or get it. Like, no, like the story they're telling here is substantive. There's lots of real moments. You know, it all comes together and makes sense. It all feels good. You feel like, I don't feel like when I finish an episode of this that it's just like, I need more. Not in the sense that like, I don't want more. It's not bad. It's just more, it's like, no, I got my fill for now. Like, that was awesome. Like, I'm excited for episode 3, but I wouldn't want episode 3 tomorrow.
It's going to be really funny if episode 3 is actually a total filler episode. Also, there's the circus now.
Yeah.
It's the one everybody hates.
Filler arc in Attack on Titan.
Oh,
is there one?
I don't know. Like, I watched a lot of Attack on Titan, and none of it really seemed like filler to me. So,
trying to make a joke, but I don't watch enough shonen.
John wanting to make the joke, but not being informed enough to be able to. Worst feeling in the world, really.
Next one's Greed Island.
Yeah, I was going to say Hunter x Hunter is the one with the arcs you can skip.
But yeah, like if you were at all on the fence about this game, like I think it's time to just dive in. Like I think that I don't think that the episodic nature of it does it any harm whatsoever. Like I don't think that you need to wait till this is done to get to to like just dive in and kind of just start enjoying what this thing is, because I think it's so of the time right now that it's just kind of like it's almost in a comfort in a way, which is a weird thing to say when it's such a dystopian future, but it's just like, well, at least there are other people out there that kind of understand that if we are on, we stay on the path we're on, this is kind of the world we're going to end up in. Well, at least I'm not the only one that feels that way.
I am thinking, buddy, we're in a dystopian present.
Yeah,
right now.
for sure. But
They looked at Blade Runner and shit and said, "Yeah, let's do that.
Let's just do that."
Don't build.
I love that.
What's that
I love
joke?
hearing about these games, Polly. Thank you. I appreciate that you are the friend most plugged in to regular VNs and also OEL VNs. I think there's a vibrancy to that scene right now that isn't being picked up on in the mainstream even a little bit.
Yeah.
And you're more plugged in than anyone else I know. Like there's so much going on in that scene. And this is obviously like one of the highlights.
It's such a creative space. Like there's so much going on. There's a lot to be excited about. And it always bothers me when I can't get somebody who loves anime visual novels to even look sideways at an OELVN. And it's just like, dude, like what is the point? Like, why are you like this?
Why am I like this?
Why are you like this, Rhete? Rhete episode 0. Rhete episode
Part of the Woods and was like,
Oh, I don't think that's on the same level here.
No.
I am going to check this one out, though.
Yeah. So that's been the start of my year. So it looks like we wrapped up another one.
VN's anime.
VN's anime. Yeah.
Of good art.
That's the only good kinds of art. Yeah, he got shmups.
Yeah, I said shmups, VNs, and anime. The good art.
Yeah, the only good
Metroid Prime
and Metroid Prime,
which is all three at once.
Which is all three. All right. All right. So, John, where can the fine folks at home find you?
Farawaytimes.com. I put out a collection of
the action pack. I love those games. Those are fun.
I had a nice time making those. I feel like I have a handle on how to make stuff in Love 2D now, and that's really exciting. I want to make some polished up this year.
The Ken Griffey game was what made me think, I can make a small quickie game. It's like, no, that's not in me. That's not how I make games. I can't do it. Like, it's just like, I start making a game and then I need to add more poly to it. And then it's just, it would be like if Rhete tried to make a game like that. I think it would just like, at some point, your brain is like,
now it's 20 stages. There's a final boss.
Yep. Escape sequence.
You fight Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah.
Sometimes a game can just be little and stupid.
It can. And I think that's great. And I admire people that can do that. But my brain, when I am in the zone and I am making a game, it just doesn't stop having ideas. And I'm thankful that it's not to the point where it's just like, I need to scope the whole game up by like 3 times or something. I think that I'm glad that I'm not that kind of like,
you're not that scope brained.
Yeah, I don't have that. Like, it's just like, no, this just kind of needs a little more of my sauce, which is, I could have worded that a little better as well. But
the whole world, every time people interact with your art, it's like, I need more poly sauce.
Just fill up every orifice with poly sauce.
Yeah.
Rats.
What a transition.
Rhete, where can you find your day-to-day supply of poly sauce?
Give me like 5 seconds.
5 seconds worth of poly sauce?
Polly's dying.
I need more than that after I've had my dose.
We good?
We're good. Great.
Yeah,
Polly, how would you ask me where you can find me?
Rhete, where can we find you?
I plugged it back in August. I'm going to plug it again now. Amonicana Tough First Solo Live Lock-On is now on Blu-ray. If you Google that, you should end up on the Hololive store.
I'm going to do it right after this show.
Yep, you're all going to do it right now. Also, her first 2 albums they got reprinted. They end on the 13th, and it's in Japan time. So if you're listening to this on the 12th, you have like 4 hours.
You got 4 hours. Get out there, man. We got to get our orders in, John.
The Blu-ray is till the 19th, though. So
all right, we got plenty of time.
They have Drain.
What was that?
Do they have Drain?
No, that's a cover song.
Oh, right. Yeah. All right, folks. That is going to do it for us. That is our first show of the year. We hope that you're going to have a new year and all of that stuff. I don't know if it's going to be happy or not, but you're going to have a new year. That counts for something.
Whether you like it or not.
But we'll be here, and we'll still be. We'll keep being stupid to take a little bit of that away. So until next we meet, please remember that we are the podcast that loves you. We are the only ones that love you.